All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are live for a $2,200 FFPC main event draft. Me, CrakRok, Zain from Fantasy Life, my coworker. We are at the 106 here, kind of rushing straight into things. We had a little behind the scenes, got a little carried away with the strategy talk per usual, but we have a plan. Don't you worry. We were behind the scenes chopping it up, thinking here. So coming up at the 106, we have our guy on the board. Let's hope that he makes it to us.
Number 4, right? We're going to go with number 4 here.
Yep.
All right. You see, this is exactly what.
Yep. There we go.
All right. Well, so Gibbs went, Jamar Chase, Bijan, Puka, and then CMC. And so we're sitting here at the 6. And we talked about this before the show started. We said, we're going to pull the trigger on Mr. James Cook. Same guy I took actually at 6 in my last draft for FFPC main event. But I'm pretty pumped about it. This is like the safe of safe. Like, this guy's going to score touchdowns. He might catch more passes this year. I'm pretty pumped.
And there we go.
100%. I'm very excited to get a James Cook share. Honestly, have not been able to draft much James Cook this season just because I've been such a big ride or die guy with Ashton Genty. Obviously, not having that conversation at 106 tonight. So I'm very excited to grab Cook there at 106. What do you think, Crack?
Again, this was going to be the Bowers or Cook debate that we have. So now we need to just make sure that McBride goes, and according to our pre-draft strategy, we know what's going to fall to us at 6. Now let's see it happen. Let's see if someone is where Genty goes. I doubt that anyone's going to pick him here. I mean, has
do you think Genty makes it back?
Oh, I think he will.
Oh,
yeah, I think he will.
Yeah. Well,
it's a crazy time to draft because we don't know like what his situation is yet. We don't know how long it's going to be. And in these drafts, again, $2,000, like, you can't have a guy that's in the second round that you're not going to have play for 4 weeks, 5 weeks, who knows? We don't know how long it's going to be.
Yeah, it just comes down to your risk tolerance. Like, are you a gambling man? Do you want to gamble on building a unique team that, like, Genty does play week 1, which I honestly would say that's probably the least likely outcome is him playing week 1. But say it does happen. I mean, your team you're already set up so nicely. I mean, there's probably Cook Genty teams out there from the turn already, I would think. So maybe it's not that unique.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be too unique because I do think that the Cook and Genty thing has happened already, actually.
Yeah.
Fantasy Mojo says that it has. So.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Because at the 12, James Cook and Genty went a million times, or even at the 11, or that was. See, look at the wide receivers getting pushed up now.
Yeah,
CD sometimes, we said may come back to us, and now they see us take Cook, and they're like, "Oh, we're going to take it because I know I can get a running back on the way back." So Team 11's like, "Let me get CD now because 12 may double click CD Jefferson." So now Purple down here is saying, "All right, do I want Jefferson?" He's go, "All right," so he goes Brown.
Okay.
So if you look at our queue, what our cutoff is, we get this guy back to the bottom. We're going to get one of our guys, and if right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There it is. So look at our top 7 guys. If I just delete these last 2.
Yeah. I think you're right. Do you have it in your order, Crack?
Yeah. Right. Oh no, I don't have the order right. It's just I'm just telling you, it's going to come. It's just going to be the last man standing. There's no.
I'm happy with honestly any of those guys.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So it's not. There's no one else that can jump any of these guys.
Yep, agreed.
Right, because there it goes, and here we go. Green.
Yeah, it's gonna keep going.
green.
Yep.
Right.
So I think we know who we're probably getting here, and I'm happy with it, honestly.
Right. We know who it's going to be. Just like I said, we're just on that bubble.
Yeah,
We just clear it. And the
That's true.
thing is, if the one guy who's not in that position, we can take as well because fine, so
Yeah.
it's just now we have to start adding for round 3
Right.
because it's already done. So we figured that nut out. So 6 was really just perfect with the Genty getting booted. See?
I completely agree. And now we've got our shot at 2 dudes that I'm fine with taking here.
100%. I think we're in good shape here.
So those were the 2 guys who I said would be there. And it's a no-brainer. So now just add for round 3. Just best. Well, we can do it afterwards, but this guy is debating between these 2.
No question. No question. I mean, he took a tight end in the first round. So
Wow.
All right.
Wow. Okay, that makes things interesting.
So what are you guys leaning here between Omarion Hampton and Derrick Henry? Those are 2 options.
Yeah. That's the big dog for me.
The big dog for you. And then what about you, Crack?
See, this.
Didn't want to have to make this decision.
I didn't.
I mean, the less risky option is definitely Derrick Henry. I think.
Yeah, I mean, you can always get the black marble season could be coming. You never know, but I mean, it's
no. We got to do. We got to take the big dog.
Yeah, you have Henry over Hampton as well, Zain, right? I'm looking at your ranks. I think it's the big dog.
I do. I mean, I love Omarion Hampton. Like, if they didn't freaking sign Keaton Mitchell and like have all this hype around all this crap, and then Mike McDaniel just like blowing smoke about everything, I would be so into it. But yeah, we can't do it. And again, I keep saying this, but you lose drafts more than you win them in the first couple of rounds. Like that's why we're not taking Ashton Jinchi. That's the reason why we don't want to take Omarion Hampton over Derrick Henry. That's the reason why we didn't take CMC over James Cook. Like those type of things. Well, actually, we didn't have that option this time. But those are the types of things where it's like you can really F up your draft if you're just sitting here taking dudes who you just think might not be playing soon.
So when do we have the Genty conversation?
Never.
I'm just curious. I'm just asking the question. Never. Never.
No.
Okay.
We're just hoping that he goes. Just someone else take him off our hands, please.
He went at 8.1 yesterday, so we're not getting any uniqueness. Let me just say that. I would have taken him.
Wow.
Probably in like the 6th or 7th round. Crack, you may have like vetoed me, but I would have probably done it because I think at that point, some of the other running backs that you're getting in that zone, we're talking about like Trivion.
I mean, that could work, but I'm more happy about what Team 7 did because that makes me think that he's a little bit of a donkey. Because you just don't take Josh Jacobs there. You know what I'm saying? So he fell into Bowers. So Widow Peakers, I mean, right there that's helpful to have a weak drafter picking right before you or right after you.
Oh, for sure.
And everyone's asking the same thing. Where do I take Genty? Where do I take Genty? But all right, there goes Loveland. I'm just looking at the 4 because this is.
So correct. There's some dudes that there's names that people are interested in, including myself and probably CUPPS as well, that are on some teams that you have some information on.
Yeah. So let's you can definitely go through this, but let's just add add guys to the queue, so when it comes around, we can just uh, debate who
For
we
sure.
want. Now
You're
we're
just going
kind.
in straight
All
order.
right, there we go. So Genty, see,
Okay,
we
thank
left.
God.
Yeah.
I did not want to have to talk about it at the third
Well,
pick.
so that's perfect. And now Babe Watch thinks, oh, I'm so crafty at the one. Now I'm going to get Genty, and, right? He thinks he's just the shit now, and that helps us for our third pick because that basically gives us a step up, right, of our possible,
Yeah, our
obviously,
options.
right. So that was great for us because
Yep.
now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We need to have 5 people in the queue, and I have 6.
Yeah, and
Now,
I'm good with this right here.
now,
Not in
if
this
you,
order, but
Yeah.
yeah, well, just if you want to reorder them, who do you? Because this is where it gets a little tricky.
It'd be 5 for me. 5 would be 1. Actually, no. 1 would be 1. 5 would be 2. I
so
also like
I'd go
one guy
one,
I'm going to throw
three,
in the queue
five,
too.
and then I don't know, like Crack, if you have info on, like, I don't know if you have
Which
info
number?
on 4. I don't know if you're plugged
No,
in there.
no,
Okay,
no, I don't.
because
No, I
he's
don't.
scary.
But
Yeah, big time.
I have him. I have him
Okay.
way below. So he 4, or now it's 3.
It would be 3 for me here, I
Well,
think.
I keep
But
I keep moving it. For me, it's 1 now. If you look back,
mine's
Yeah,
not refreshing.
I have it 1 and then 3. I mean, we're about
Okay.
to be on the clock, so we can actually
We
say
can
the
talk
names
about
in
it.
like 2 seconds.
well, I think 1. I mean, all
All
right.
right.
Well, we knew he was
Okay,
going to go.
nice.
Yeah, so I would go with Devonta Smith over
This
Zay
would be
Flowers
Smitty for
here.
me.
Yeah,
Yep.
me too.
Love Smitty.
This is a brand pick because this was Matthew Berry's ride or die. So we're just gonna shout out to him really quickly.
Yeah, shout out
Um,
Fantasy Life.
Oh, really? Oh, nice. Okay. Well, I have him
Wow.
above.
Scadaboo off the board. Team 7, man.
See, I told you, right?
This is just that shit, man. I'm just saying.
Well, did I tell you? So now that's really going to help us on the way back.
Big
yeah.
time.
Because
Big
Scadaboo
time.
was supposed to go, he was supposed to go after us in the next round. So that's
Yeah,
kind of
and
interesting.
he's been dropping. I mean, with the whole now, let's talk about the Giants, and because I gave you that Scadaboo was a clear 1, and then that Tracy thing happened, and it was just freak out central, and they brought in what's his face? Why can't I think of
Najee.
Najee, right? And who's bigger and stronger than blocking on third down than Najee? I mean, the guy is a freaking beast. I mean, he would leap over anyone and just take on anyone. So that's where they were at. So it's really not a knock on Cam, but it's a bad look. Just Cam, again, he plays with such, I don't know if he got hurt again, but he plays with such craziness that they just had to bring someone in because right now, Tracy is just, and then he just fumbled on the goal line.
Is
It's
Tracy dead? Like, do we think Najee takes
yes,
that RB2 role, like
yes,
just straight up?
absolutely. It is
Wow.
absolutely done. I
Wow.
mean, he's undraftable. I mean,
Breaking
everyone.
news: Tyrone Tracy is just effed.
No, all right, that's another good pick for us.
Yes.
Yeah, Josh
nice.
Allen, that's great.
All right,
Like
so
you said,
again,
you get in like Temptation Island whenever all these
well, the
quarterbacks
thing,
fall to you.
Yeah.
Okay,
So you
so
got.
now
So what about Malik
the,
Neighbors? What have you heard on that, Crack? Are you hearing that he's all
great.
set, ready to go?
Yeah, just he's coming along. He's just Harbaugh has him perfectly. He's never going to play in the preseason, and just let him do it. He's ramping up. And for a guy who's tore his ACL myself, I know how you can come back stronger than you were. But he had so many different things that they had to go in. I was explained there was some sort of floating cartilage in there, because when they do the meniscus is basically can fall, and they had to rescope and get back in there and pull that out, whatever was bothering him. But they got it out, and he's coming. Okay, that's who I wanted. So on the Garrett Wilson, who just went, what I heard
You're-
is his target share is just going to be ridiculous.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no one there. And then just on the number two, it's Mitchell. So for all
That's
those
awesome.
Cooper people out there, Cooper is number three. Uh,
You're gonna have to
Adonai
talk your
is
buddy Pat Crane off the ledge on that one because he's big into Cooper, but he's
no,
going
but
later in drafts now.
He's
it's
dropped
just
so much, and he's also a rookie. I mean, like we'll see how he evolves throughout the year. Like we've seen what happens to AD Mitchell when he's put in game situations.
just
He's not the
but
most
just
reliable guy.
but just trust me, Aaron Glenn. It's hard. It's hard to get on the field. Now
That's what I
I want
said on
to
a
add.
different stream. Like I said that this is like the same Dan Campbell, Ben Johnson, like kind of like tree where they held back Luther Burden last year. We've seen things like that happen with other receivers within that like
And they'll do it.
family.
Man, I thought Ladd would be
hurts.
sick there. There's still some
Okay.
really solid names here. Okay.
Oh my God,
Wow.
this
Look
guy
at
took
Team
Tucker Kraft.
7.
Holy
Oh
shit!
my God, man.
I told you. I told you. So that's
Wow.
now 1, 2, and 3. This is one has that risk in him, and
Yeah.
2 is the number 2, but 3 is the to me the breakout. I know it's a little above the ADP. I just like Ted here.
It's close enough. Yeah,
I'd be T
I'm good
Mac.
with-
I'd be T Mac as well over the other two.
yeah, I'm good with
Okay.
Tetaroa. We all called him different things. I call him Tetaroa because isn't that what he wants to be called? I don't know.
I think he just doesn't want to be called Tet, if I remember correctly. It's like T Mac he's
Okay.
cool with, Tetaroa he's cool
T-Mac
with, but not Tet.
T-Mac is cool, but again, that Kraft pick just saved us. Well, it
Dude.
didn't save us. I mean, but it would have been a little early for Higgins there. Just a little bit, because he has injury concerns as well.
Yeah.
I mean,
Was there anything?
Higgins?
Yeah, T.
Yeah, T's been hurt for the past couple of years. Always.
He had like 2 concussions last year too, right? So
Yeah.
another like concussion risk.
Yeah. So again, number 1 wide receiver Devontae, number 1 wide receiver Ted, and
Yeah.
I know, Pickens is a number 2, but he could be number 1. And all right, we got a full 0 RB at the 4.
Yeah.
That's something
Was
I
there-
could do with.
Was there any part of you that
FFPC, man.
wanted potential Kyron at that pick? Anybody interested in Kyron, or was there a conversation there? Not really.
Not really. Not for me, man. Like the separation of what Kyron is versus like
I'll tell
some
you
of these-
who I like in the 5th if we were gonna who I like better is a guy who I just added at number 3. I don't think he's going to come back to us.
yeah. Is it,
That would be fun.
2 or 3 here that you have in our queue?
He added 3. I
Yeah.
just added 2.
Oh, you added the okay, gotcha. Yeah, no, I agree with you, Crack. I've been pretty. We just debated this one, Cups, on our pod, right? It was DeAndre
We
Swift.
did.
Oh shit, I shouldn't have said that.
No, he's not. He's not going to make. He's not going to make it back. Use the numbers, but
Yeah.
uh, we can start. Just start
Rookie mistake.
adding here,
I like who
because
you added, Cups, number 2 here. I'm also a fan of him.
Yeah.
Crack, before the show, you looked at my draft and you said another name that you would have taken instead of who I ended up taking.
yeah, who I just added.
Yep.
Do you have any
So
info on the? I guess I can't say the teams because I don't want to give away who we're looking at.
yeah, just give me the number because
Number
it's
3.
sad here.
That situation is a little confusing right now.
I
For number,
know, I know,
Yeah.
I know it is, but I
Wow.
I do like him. Um,
I do
okay,
too.
so the thing is, we have two zero RB teams going to 2 and 4. So
Yeah, there's going to be somebody that goes there that's a running back for
you
sure.
got it. So you got to say that's going to be now here in round 5. We got to start thinking about maybe
Some other positions.
that. Yeah, just it's really
So here's one strategic thought because the one guy at 7 behind us took 2 tight ends, right? And he took Tucker Kraft already, which is a guy that maybe would have fallen to us in the 6th round.
yeah.
So
Well,
that
there
like
goes
leaves
Swift.
less options because these other dudes at like 8, 10, 11, like they need
But
tight ends.
it also does make him not be able to pick one, and we know the
Or
McBride guy is not going to pick one. So that's and Warren. So that's 1, 2, 3 tight ends. So let's just look at the tight end. And are
I
there three
think that,
tight ends? Yeah, it's very. It's see how close it is.
Yeah.
yeah, I
It,
think it's
it's
going to
it,
be very close
it's
because
going to be. I know it's going to
we
be
need those
really
3 teams to not take one. Or like we want all of them to we want at least one of them to not take one probably because I think there's going to be 3 that are good
right.
enough
It's going to
that
be.
we might be
It's going to
interested in
be.
there.
I know. So we may have to jump up, but do we jump up to someone else? Now, is there anyone like number 2 to me is very interesting.
The news on number 2 is really scaring
I
me,
know.
man.
I know. All right.
I don't know. Like over the last couple days specifically, and it's kind of like how I've felt all off season,
Oh
but
my
starting to
god.
get like that's actually crazy. I mean, I'm sick that we don't
All
have a
right.
chance
Well,
to get him, but okay, nice.
that just took the equation out.
I
Okay.
man,
Should we
I
just
like
pull
both
the
the guys
trigger?
in our
Now it's our turn,
queue.
right? Should we pull the trigger on a tight end that we talked about pre-show?
Yeah, it looks
We're
like
Yeah.
that.
going to end up with
It,
an option after that.
it looks like
Okay.
we may have to, or number 2 is interesting, but it just the team is so bad, and number 1
And
carries risk.
I think
I
number
think we
one's like
should
the biggest
jump,
upside swing, but I think
but
if we want to go tight end, I'm all for it. It would be between the tight end we talked about pre-show and number 1 for me, I think.
yeah, I say we got to just jump the shark on number 3 and just take them.
Yeah. Also,
And then we'll start a run. We'll start a
yeah,
run.
we will.
Okay.
The other
I'm with it.
positive about taking him is that he is a free look week 1 if he plays. George
Nice.
Kittle is because they have the Wednesday game. So we get the opportunity to see what he does. And if he doesn't do well, we can always bench him and have another like tight end or something that we put in
Oh,
instead.
we'll definitely have another tight end, but that now we don't necessarily want to see purple, but I would think you're gonna see a lot of purple go right now because we kind of pushed up the tight ends a little bit, and 7 did it unexpectedly and then he just took Mike Evans. So we know that he's going to screw up coming back, and he may
no
have
doubt.
taken another
He'll
tight
probably take a
end
third
coming
tight end.
back. That's what I mean. So we just couldn't.
I just threw a couple
this
guys in the
because
queue. If there's
when I
anyone
was
you think.
when I was kind of going through my last draft, what I realized was wide receiver just you can get dudes that you can plug in pretty easily.
Totally.
And I guess this is 2 running back, 2 wide receivers, and then 2 flexes. So you can put running backs in the flex, you can put receivers, whatever. So I feel like there's always just a ton of tight ends that you can find or receivers
Yeah.
that you can find.
Yeah, receivers, and also you can put tight ends in the flex.
Yeah.
So that all right. So there goes Tootin. So let's just start again. Let's just start adding everything that looks juicy, whatever floats your boat.
I threw a
Just not
couple guys in there. I would love.
No. I miss someone there. This guy is interesting.
How do we feel about number 4? If we haven't reordered it,
I like 5 better because what I heard today was right. There was a press
Yeah, I know
conference
what you're
on him
saying.
today, and it's just
So
unproven, bad team.
Yeah.
And we already have someone from that.
That's
team,
true.
by
That's
the way.
true.
The hard thing
And that-
with all this, like in this FFPC world, you can't get out to a slow start. So like this is supposed to be a starter for us. And like week 1, I'm not going to feel confident putting in Jonathan Brooks.
And that's exactly what I'm saying is by the 8th pick to have your just no doubt about it. Just
it's 12
we
weeks.
We don't have to argue.
12 weeks of regular season, and then week 13 and 14 are playoffs, and there's only 4 teams that make the playoffs out of 12. So it's like kind of tough, like to make it.
No,
and if you
it's
start
not.
slow,
It's not 4 teams. It's 3 teams. I think.
Now
it's just
a
the
4-team
point.
playoff. So it's
the
top.
It's a 14 playoff. I'm saying to get to the sprint, you have to have the best. Best record gets into the sprint. The most points gets into the sprint, and then the winner of the playoff gets into the sprint. If he's not one of those 2 people,
right?
So,
exactly.
So if most points is what you want to shoot for, because then it just takes everything. You're into the sprint.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
So you don't have to worry about the weird playoffs on 13 and 14 because anything can happen. You can totally, just
and we're not
have
going to
a
have
bad
week. Week 13. So yeah,
right. So the thing is, hopefully Henry has carried us to the point title by that point.
Yeah, exactly.
But that's a good point. Also for our next pick.
Why are people scared of number 2 right now?
I know.
Yeah,
I know.
That's interesting.
And it was good that we waited. Not that we're going to get him, but it shows us it wasn't the pick. I can't believe there hasn't been one purple pick. Which means
I think it's coming now. I think these 2 picks, one of them will be purple.
Well, we got to start adding some of that, just in case.
One guy that I want to throw in the queue, and you can tell me I'm crazy, but based on like some of the information that came out today, number 5 that I just added seems like an interesting guy.
Well, yes.
It's not loaded for me. Oh,
it takes
okay.
Yeah.
I never thought I'd see the day, Zain.
I didn't add that.
Okay, wait. Yeah, I was gonna say
mine's number 3.
No. When you clicked, it like jams up someone else. So
I gotcha.
How many?
That checks out.
All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. We need 4, so we got to add one.
I mean,
more
if one makes it back to us, is it just a sprint to the podium?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
And I'm actually gonna put it, for me, like number 3 is my number 2 target here.
Okay. So let's do that. And then this is where the sirens call.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my God, man. Wait a second.
All right, now we're just
I'm sweating 2 picks.
we need someone to take a tight end here.
I'm just shocked.
Come on.
Well, then we have to think about taking one. The question is, who is it?
Wow. All right.
Oh, who I just.
I don't
Team
think it's gonna
7.
happen, boys. I don't
Are
think
they
it's
gonna
gonna
make?
happen.
Are they gonna make their first
Oh,
good pick?
oh no!
I
Come
think
on,
they will.
dunk it,
I think they will.
dunk it.
But you have to think about this. Like, look at who they took on their team already.
All right, we got to think
Isn't that
about.
wouldn't that be a weird situation for them?
Wait, you're right. Oh my God, Zain, you're cooking.
You know, like for
Yes.
Let's go! What a fall, man! Holy
yeah,
shit!
that's awesome.
That is
I'm
so
pumped.
sick.
So
That was my pick at the last round.
Yeah, I would have been happy if we flipped those picks. Like, I would have been totally fine with that. So this is exactly how it
That's a
would play out.
dream start.
And it wouldn't. And to see Lamar, it's so hard to do that and not take Lamar. Right?
Yeah, I didn't even think about Lamar. I was sprinting.
No, but I'm
Christian
just
Watson up to the
saying
podium.
it just. But I told you, Team 7 was going to be our gift, and again, he's proven it to be our gift.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you so much, Team 7.
Yeah, because the Stevenson. So here's the Stevenson stuff. Bob Kraft saw the same thing would happen with Tyrone Tracy, and his golden goose is Drake May. As far as Drake May go, they don't go anywhere without Drake May. So they got to keep him healthy. If that means less touches for Travion, then so be it. He doesn't give a shit, and so does Vrabel. I know everyone loves the 70-yard touchdown and all that, but you got to be able to pass protect on third down. And that's so much more important to coaches and teams and front offices because your quarterback is everything, right? I mean, without Drake May, the Pats are.
Well, the other thing is, like, it's not like Ramondre is bad at any of those things. Like, he's still solid at one pass pro, like catching the ball, running the football. He's a solid football player at all of those things. It's not like a huge, obviously we know that Travion's a better home run threat and he can do some of those things, maybe catching the ball better.
And there it goes. So this guy at 3, interesting with four running backs that you see when the sprint comes, it's really hard to sprint and win with 2 running backs in your flex positions.
Yeah.
It's just the big games are the wide receiver with the 10 catches, 180, 3 TDs.
Yeah.
Right? Because this is PPR. It's really hard. I mean, a guy like Derrick Henry, he can, have 3 TDs and 150 yards. But Travion Henderson to have 3 TDs and 150 yards and 8 catches is only going to happen with a Stevenson injury.
Yeah.
Right? So, okay. So, all right. So this is getting very interesting. That's a wow.
The double purple at the turn.
The double perp at the turn. That's fun.
Because when I had PPR Tyler and I had Best Ball BBG, and we got Kelson like the 10th round or something like that, and now he's shooting up, and that's just fine for me because I do not like him. Now, now this is when the siren song is going to come in uh, and try and mess with us.
I
But
think
we,
this is the hardest. This is the hardest round, in my opinion,
Yeah.
because I actually like players that go after this. I do not like most of the players that go in this round.
uh, all right. So just start adding people and just
Okay, there goes
and
Brooks.
and I know uh, people you want to add a certain, but
Nah, I'm fine. I'm not hearing the siren song. I got the wax in my ears.
okay. Uh, Now it could also. Oh wow, he timed out on
Amazing.
Brooks there.
Yeah. Anytime you get the little star, that means the person
Yeah.
timed out.
Oh, okay.
Um, so here it's very interesting. We still need one more starter, right? So who's the best starter? Sans, do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Two? I mean, that's the home run swing, I feel like.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously there's a lot of like everyone here has like some question marks to me, but two would be the one that's like, did he go?
Two,
No. Okay.
no, but he just became one now.
Yeah. I it would be BTJ for me. But
Yeah.
I could be talked in a different direction, but I do feel like he's probably like the highest
So
home
for
run.
me, the thing is that after this, running back gets super dry. Like pretty soon after this, you're going to be struggling to find anything
All
at
right,
running back that you can start.
then who would be the running back? Because we can talk about.
I mean, I
Corum?
think
No.
for me, it's Rico, because I think that this team is probably going to lean
Yeah,
on him to do the touchdowns
I
and
I I I agree. I agree.
I
Uh,
but
don't feel that different about Rico than like RJ Harvey or Dobbins, like in the next round. But
no, I'm gonna veto this, and I'm gonna take this guy.
okay.
Uh, and
Hey, where's your
I'm just
hammer? Crack. You gotta pull the hammer out.
that's, I got the hammer.
He's got the
I got
hammer.
the hammer. I was gonna do it for
He's working on that jawline. Yeah, there you go.
no
Bone smashing.
because there's someone else that I'm gonna add right here who I think
you've got the
fits
strategy.
who fits that role as good as number two is.
Yeah. Tell me who it is. Add it to the
I,
queue.
I I just did.
Are you? Are we
Just
maxing a certain color?
no,
Am I
just
missing?
refresh.
Okay.
And the more you can tell me
What number are you
uh
looking at here that you think fits that role?
6.
Oh, see, I don't have a 6.
I only have five. I'm
Refresh.
like, I don't know what I'm looking at here.
Refresh.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. I can see it. I can see it with like
Yeah.
the skill set that he has that aligns with the point strategy that happens in this league.
Yes. Yes, because you saw what he did last year, uh, and he just shined. He carried teams. Now, again, there's got to be, I would think, let's just see, Team 11
Team 11's
and
the last without. No, wait. Team 11,
yeah,
Team 5 are the last two that haven't cranked yet.
yeah. So we just, all right, there he goes.
Okay.
I mean, the the thing with Dowdle is, does he get any passing work. If he doesn't, then he's TD dependent and yards dependent, and that's tough to start. You know what
It's
I'm
tough in
saying?
FFPC, yeah.
It's just tough to put him in there as a starter, whereas Thomas just has, again, that potential for the 7 150 2 touchdowns. Plus,
Yeah.
that team is so good, whereas Pittsburgh is going to be so. I'm not going
Yeah.
to.
To be
I mean, it's
fair,
just
like if you look at the teams that we've taken players from, other than Teteroa McMillan, who we just think is a stud, like every team is roughly
really
playoff
good.
ready.
It's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is
that's a really good
really
sign.
good.
Also, 2
So
rounds after P-Wash, I'm happy with BTJ, man. Like I know you're the biggest P-Wash guy out there, Zane, and like I'm definitely coming around on it, but like basically 2 full rounds after getting BTJ, I feel like feels pretty good.
I'm the anti BTJ, so
I know
I will just always talk you off the ledge. But no, it's all good. I
Yeah.
understand. Like I understand that there's a strong upside case, and I think in round 7 that's probably fine. My main thing was about other positions and how you give up other positions to take. And like I said it earlier, but I feel like receiver can be somewhat deep, especially for the PPR lens. Like there's just dudes who are
Yeah.
available that I think
well,
are good PPR players.
again, if you want a Dowdle comp, who we could get, just refresh and look at number 5.
Yeah, I
Because
love that.
that's like the same person, uh,
Maybe a
and
better offense.
yes, and
No, you're probably right.
hearing very good things about him. Very good things.
We're gonna have to interview you after if that guy, if we do end up taking that guy. I've seen your
Yeah.
posts in the past about teams, different teams, and specifically that team. We're gonna need you to
Well,
speak up a little bit
well,
after our pick.
I was very adamant about one position that everyone was arguing about. Now, also, those top 2 guys who are sitting there are also very juicy
That is very interesting as well.
So
because they could easily go in there, but
I like to go a different direction at that position. There's other names that I think are
yeah,
interesting.
no, I hear you. I totally hear
Especially
you.
number 2. I actually think that he could be the 4th pass catcher on the team with their 3rd
Yeah,
wide
no,
receiver being
Yeah.
a decent stud.
yeah, no, I hear you. So we need 3. We need 1, 2. Oh, we need 4.
Would
I
you
We
think
need
guys go
4
3
here.
over 4 if they both fall? Are you 3 over 4? I know that was 3 was the initial
Yeah,
plan,
I have
but
to
yeah.
give Crack the floor for that one, because if he has something that leads him to believe that
Well,
4 is a better pick, then I'm willing to take
it's
4.
yeah.
it's it's right there. It's just they're kissing cousins, so to speak. It's just whether you want the PPR angle
Right,
or whether
right.
you want the touchdown angle. Uh,
Man.
so it's really close, but let's just add some more. Just who knows? Um,
I think both of those guys are going to be there,
I think so too.
or at
Well,
least
you
one.
never know with team 7, man.
Well,
I
Team
still
7
can't.
might take Jonah Coleman next.
Well,
Who knows?
I still can't believe that there was still Team 11. Whoa. Okay.
Okay, so we get our pick. Well, I guess not guaranteed, but
There's I'm going to add someone to the queue. I'm not going to actually take him. I just wanted to throw it out there because, and again, we talked about this. This is not part of our strategy, but sometimes doing the same team thing is a decent strategy. But
Yeah, I mean, we could probably talk about it. This guy's got Burrow. I mean, do we want to hear the siren song crack? Do we want to talk about it?
No. I'm very off this ledge. Like I'm not advocating for it at all. I just wanted to tell you guys that this is an option for us.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Crack. This is a you decision between the two running backs that are in our queue. I think at least 3 and 4. Give us what you think is the right choice. You got to pick on this. If you have good information on the Vikings, we need to know it. The people need to know
it. The problem is that from a PPR perspective, Jones is still going to get time. He's still going to be getting those swing routes. Whereas maybe Gainwell gets some I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it.
Okay. Yeah. That was the first guy we wanted to talk. That was the first guy we put in the queue. So I think it makes sense.
Yeah, I agree.
In the PPR aspect of things, yeah,
PPR is just everything. It really, it's a deciding factor. And Mason is a great pick there. They're going to, what they're trying to do is, and what Team 4, he got a good, they're trying to implement the scheme, the run scheme that he saw in San Francisco, and adapt it to. And look at we had the queue right because that was our 4 guys. They're going to try to adapt it to Minnesota. That's just a big ask, in my opinion. So
for sure.
they also they like Claiborne. He could get some carries. It's just that Mason sometimes, again, like Dowdle, is more touchdown dependent. They just don't throw him the ball. So, I mean, 5 catches for Gainwell in a game is not that unheard of. And that's a touchdown, right?
Yeah.
5 catches equals, I mean, it's obviously 6 catches equals a touchdown. But in that offense, they said they're going to just play Bucky and Gainwell all day long.
Yeah.
And now everything is dried up. We had to go green there.
Yeah, I completely agree. The running back situation,
dude,
can get really, really thin after that.
I think Team 2 is Jacob and Best Ball Guy, and they have been getting blocked out at running back. Like Brooks RB2, Rashad White RB3.
Oh, Barry Sanderson. Oh, is that Jacob?
That's Jacob, and that's a tough look right there, man.
Well, first of all,
that's the reason why taking Jamar Chase at 2 is really tough. Like,
yeah, that's a total mistake. That's a total mistake.
Yeah.
Like they didn't have the opportunity because you can't get a running back in round 2 at that spot. I mean, you could take Genty, but like, we already know
they're trying to play it, real fast and loose. And
they're going to be hemorrhaging points at RB2 to start the season.
That's just being
big time.
That's just being snug. Oh, they took Golden, so that's definitely Jacob. I mean, there is
he loves Loveland too, so that's all.
Yeah,
it makes sense.
Yeah, no.
All right, we're up.
I will say, man, if one makes it back, I'm starting to take the wax out of my ears, man. I don't know.
I know. Well, 1 and 2 is pretty. It really.
Yeah.
We may.
That's damn good value.
Is this round 9? Is this round 9? Yeah. It is.
Like
the only.
I'm seeing that number 1 has gone like an average of 10.3. So there's a chance that we could get him on the way back.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just, do we need another RB here? And
Let me also say this: the guys that would like, because there's a strategy
does
of taking two guys on the same team, the other person that would be interested in the same player as us is the one that's picking at 5. So like we would
Right.
that's
there's a
true.
chance we would maybe get that opportunity in the next round.
Yeah, I think you could be right. I also think, I mean, is it interesting at all? Number 2 with number 6 in the next 2 rounds? It's not.
No,
It's probably not.
it's very nice. I mean, number 2 in gen. I just
I mean,
don't know who to
I just
pick
like number
between
6
one.
in general.
I don't know who to pick between
Yeah,
1 and
right.
2.
I know it's tough. Man, all right, we're on the clock again. I mean,
So
we got like
I
kind
don't
of a
know.
spoil
Like
here.
this is when tight end gets a little hot and heavy too. So it's like, you know, there's some names that are in our queue, 3 and 4, that are kind of interesting. 4
Yeah,
being more of like a you know, obviously going out on a limb. 3
No,
being like
no.
you can.
Three is more, but 5 could be interesting as well to just wait
yeah.
on as the last.
I also like 6. Like I'm,
I know.
especially in a PPR league. Like that's a solid guy that.
The thing about 1 is he has this one play that just can just put him over the top.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we have his guy.
I know. Let's do it.
All right.
Let's do it.
Let's do
All
it.
right.
I think I think you're right, Zane, that like maybe Hertz makes it back next round.
I
But
don't think
if
so.
he doesn't, then I think we might kick ourselves taking Chuba Hubbard over him with Tetaroa or with the Smitty at the top, you know? Like
Fair.
what do you win with what do you win when you win with Chuba? I don't know.
I don't know. I think the person that won it
No.
all 2 years ago had Chuba Hubbard.
Two years ago, Chuba is a very different man.
Yeah.
Than
Well, hopefully
nowadays.
Jacob is the only one in the stream, but otherwise we shouldn't talk about it because he may come back to us.
Fair.
That's true.
Yeah, that's fair.
Uh,
But you know,
and,
Jacob's on the other side of the board.
and Jacob also took Golden over Jaden Reed, which is just
That's
Yeah,
crazy,
that's
man.
crazy to me.
yeah.
He's going to be playing a lot of 3 wide receiver sets because Luke Musgrave is not really healthy. They don't have a reliable tight end 2. They want to have Jaden Reed on the field. They've talked about it. I'm pretty confident that they're going to be going with 3 wide receivers on the field a lot this season and throwing more and playing faster. So
Yeah.
I'm going to take number 1 out of our queue because he just like we're just
Yeah,
probably not going to double dip
no.
there.
yeah, obviously, but it really is nice to have that stack in the sprint, if especially with a team that's that good.
Oh,
All right,
someone in the
we
chat
wouldn't.
said that Golden wasn't Jacob's call; it was the other person. So
They're drafting with 4 people, so I think they have a lot of voices going around right now.
Well, there goes Diggs, so that would have taken away your, or what he's probably thinking is he
He's thinking
wants,
the wrap.
yeah, he wants to get. He took Diggs before, obviously Daniels,
yeah,
thinking that he can get him. That's a big risk,
I'm gonna
but
say
For
if
sure.
2 makes it back to us, like we're just gonna do it.
I think so too.
no, he's definitely going. There's just no doubt about
We
it.
thought that about Christian Watson, man. I don't know.
It's true.
We
Number
got 7
7
on
will
this side of the
probably
board.
end up taking. Yeah, he'll probably end up taking. Let me scroll down and find a running back. Jaden Blue. There we go. He's gonna take Jaden.
Yeah, there you go. T Ferg off the board in the 9th.
Wow.
Yeah, I wanted. That was
Davis.
that was
is
one of the
team 10.
names that.
Yeah, there goes Schauber.
That's one of the names we had in the queue. I would have probably been the biggest advocate for him, but I understand like it's a lot to give up because we had the opportunity to take Jalen Hurts and get that stack going. So if he was available in round 10, I would have pushed for it a little bit.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. I would have heard you out in round 10. I'm throwing a couple more.
Yeah. Yeah,
Guys.
throw in there, but this siren song was just too loud.
No, Crack, you were the one
If
too before the draft that said we can't listen, but
I
we
know,
listened
but
too much.
it's the Devontae that swayed me.
Yeah, for sure. I would love number 3 here, or I guess number 2.
I don't know.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
number
don't know
2.
what you're. I'm gonna
yeah,
refresh.
I know you're talking about the ETR love or the Ben Gretsch love.
Yeah.
There goes
Oh,
Daniels.
Or
You
3.
see, so that guy with
either
Diggs made
actually.
he made the wrong mistake by going Diggs there. He should have taken Daniels first and hoped that Diggs came back.
Yeah, or even Chig.
Yeah.
Like if he
This
could
guy
have
got
taken
Chig
Chig or
Daniels.
something else.
You know, that's
So I think our queue is all the same now because I refreshed. Are we thinking
yeah.
2 here
Everyone,
and 1?
I was
everyone,
thinking 2.
Yeah, that's who I. Well, I'm not going to say it. Never mind.
I'm thinking. I was thinking 1. I'm not. 4 is very interesting as well.
I think we've
Is
done
a
good at that. I mean,
okay.
I don't know. We've got 4 strong guys there.
All right. Well, there goes one of our guys.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
Juwan Johnson would have been a nice
That
get
would have
for
been nice.
our situation.
Man, I think 2 is there a conversation between 2 and 3? Or sorry, 1 and 2?
I think 2 is definitely better than 1.
Okay.
What do
I
you think,
mean,
Zane?
I mean, I can get on board with it. I'm like one of the few people that's like, well, maybe not few.
well,
That
I'm
isn't
just
sure that this guy would
thinking.
get like strong workload.
I'm thinking
But
that
Yeah.
we could get him in the next round.
I don't think
I'm
there's
not
any way he makes it
sure.
back past Barry Sanderson at number 2. I mean, they're dying for a running back.
number 2 or number 1 or both.
Either of them. They're
Oh,
they're cooked.
no, they want number 2 so bad. They want number 2 so bad.
All
And
right,
there
should we take him from him then?
Yeah, I mean,
Can we
just
go on
for
their
that
stream
alone.
really quickly?
Yeah,
Can we
Just for
click
that
here
alone.
60 their
Snipe
stream
him.
into our stream?
Yeah,
Who are they talking about
absolutely.
here?
Absolutely, because this is the same guy like Gameball. This is who we need to fill in. Whereas
Yeah.
I think it's an easy click here.
Do it.
Number 2?
Big time upside. Yeah, number 2.
There's Sanderson.
It is.
Jacobs, he's pissed.
So
And-
someone in the chat is saying like to take Makai Lemon, and I'm like, and I think he already went.
no,
Did he not? No, he went before us.
He did.
But like,
Yep.
I'm not a double stack guy, especially not with Jalen Hurts. Like,
No.
in this situation.
I actually think the one, and I know he's way down, but I just want to add him here. Who's
Someone in the chat
worth?
had a decent question.
Yeah, I don't know if we want to answer that though.
No, I agree.
Is I think I just added a guy just to show
Oh, yeah.
you who I think we got to just keep in our queue just because later I think he's going to get. Well, I just think he's really underrated.
Yeah, I do too. Do you have any
I
connects
agree.
there? Are you like plugged in with that team or no?
That's one I am going to get because all these guys play at the Palm Beach Golf Club. So there's like 8 owners there. So that's one. I know who's going to be there maybe next Sunday. So that's who I'm trying to. Let's see who Jacob's going to do.
I think
It's
they're
gotta
going to
be
take
one
number
in our
1.
queue. Has to
if
be
I had
one
to
in our
guess.
queue. Oh,
Oh.
there it is.
Oh.
That was the other
need
guy.
that. That was
They
a
need it
smart take by
bad.
them because they
That
need some like
Yeah.
week one fill-in
all
stuff.
right. That was
That's
a good
sharp.
pick. We totally farted.
And I wouldn't be surprised. Like, I'm going to add a guy to the queue just so that we can talk about him for 2 seconds. I wouldn't be surprised if they try to take a guy like that.
And then
Number 3 in our queue,
Yeah.
because they
Yeah.
just need like, hey, this is the type of league where it makes sense.
no, and plus, I like him, and I like
Yo,
that
big time.
he's gonna be on the field. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's PPR. And I mean,
Yeah.
he's good in that format. So
We forgot about well, also plus the Genty guy was right next to him, so
yeah.
he knew the Genty guy probably wanted him.
This is
But
ugly, but I added
interesting.
another name to the queue that is like,
No, we're now that we're round 11. Everything is on board. There's nothing that's ugly anymore.
yeah, I'm just thinking
I like that.
like
Just
we,
add.
because we took someone earlier, like we may
Yeah.
need some more like early season production. So
No, I really like who you just put in the queue. I think I don't see a huge difference between him and some of the guys going a couple rounds earlier, if we're being honest. Like he projects super well.
yeah, I agree.
Also, I mean, with the way that pass
Absolutely.
catching room has developed, like it's been bad over the last couple of days.
Yeah.
Wait, I gotta refresh this because I don't know if you're talking about. Are we
Talking about
talking
number 3.
Yeah, yeah. Number 3 is really. I have him.
He's like the backup to the guy that got taken earlier that we were kind of interested in falling in round 10.
For
Like
sure.
he's kind of
I
like
almost think they're
Yeah.
the same. They're very
they're
similar.
like arbitrage versions. I would say the other one has a little bit more like juice, so that's the reason why he's maybe a round more interesting. But yeah,
Yeah.
What about 3 there though?
Let's see.
yeah, I think we got
I
to
think
do.
3 might just be the pick. Yeah.
I think we got to do it because we just like
Wait,
it's
we can
hard to
talk
find
about. Are you? We talking about Schultz or
We're talking
Spears?
about
yeah
Schultz.
Schultz.
Yes, yes,
I
yes.
say click it. I think you're talking about
Absolutely.
Juwan Johnson versus Dalton Schultz.
Yeah, that's what I was
I'm
talking about.
honestly like I view them pretty similarly.
Yes,
Also, I
yes.
think
No,
Noah Fant in New Orleans this year could
no.
sneaky take away from Juwan Johnson. Like Noah Fant can't do much at this point, but he's a receiver at the end of the day. So
They're
I
going to be
almost would
going a lot
prefer
of two tight ends.
Schultz.
No,
They're going to be doing
Yeah,
a lot of
true.
two tight ends.
no. This is a top. This is first of all, Brenton Strange should not be going before Schultz. Hunter
Yeah.
Henry should not
Hunter
be
Henry
going
shouldn't.
before Schultz.
Yep.
So
Agreed.
this is a steal because this is his security blanket. I saw it last year. We drafted him, or I even picked him up off the waiver wire, and I ended up playing him week after week after week, and the guy just produced. I mean, he was
Oh
great
yeah.
in Dallas, and now we have our Kittle fill-in for the first couple weeks until we see him play,
Yeah. Do you
and
want
we
to
feel
answer this,
good.
Zane? I think this is like it's definitely not, right? They play very different positions.
Yeah, I just answered in the chat myself.
Okay.
But yeah, no. So the thing here with Booty is he's like a deep threat. So I really like that they added him because it helps Nico Collins a lot. Because now Nico Collins doesn't have to be like the guy that runs deep. They wouldn't have had that guy on the team really, because Xavier Hutchinson can't really do that. So having Booty helps them in that regard, which then opens up all the other stuff underneath, right? Which is where you're going to get Schultz and you're going to get Nico Collins doing intermediate and short stuff. Like it's going to open up the offense a little bit more, which is why I was excited that they ended up getting him.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
100%.
Everyone thinks that when you add someone, it takes away from that. But in football, it works. It doesn't make sense in your mind, but it takes other defenders away. and then opens that person up even more. So that's what Zane's trying to say, that instead of the triple team on Nico, now they can only do the double team on Nico, and now they got to put someone else. There's the third best corner on Booty, and then now Schultz just gets to roam free and just do his PPR thing and just get 6 catches. I mean, that's all, and that's our touchdown.
Yeah.
Because
100%.
right now I have him as 13th overall, where he was down
Easy.
at like 18, 19. And then because I had my bags all in on Higgins, and Higgins was really good.
Yeah, I had my bags packed on Higgins too. I was excited about him. I'm really unhappy that he got injured, but I'm glad they
Now
added
that
Booty. I think it helps a lot.
now Shaheed is a really interesting pick because of all the decimation that's going there. I think he's a solid number 2.
Okay, wait. I just have to mention this because number 7 took J.K. Dobbins and Jonah Coleman.
There we go.
It's locking up the backfield.
Being next to him is making our entire team. It really is.
We've gotten some gifts. I mean, like Christian Watson should have never fallen to us, but since he took Jacobs and Kraft, he just simply couldn't allow himself the pleasure of having three Packers.
Well, and it also helps us with tight ends. Like we who knows?
Yeah.
Maybe
We were
like if he
desperate.
didn't take
We
Kraft.
were desperate for tight ends, and it's not. It's not. I won't say anything because we may want to pick someone later. But I mean, Christian Watson at 6'7". That's another number
Unbelievable.
one. That's a number one wide receiver, and you could say that Brian Thomas is the number one. With all due respect to Zain and Parker Washington. I mean, he was. I mean, the guy
I'm not going to
was.
take offense to it. I understand that he can be. That's always in the range of possibilities. It's a good offense. You invest in it and take a chance on a guy that could be the number 1 for the team. That's not. It's a good strategy.
Yeah.
I added a couple of like other names to the queue. Trying to see if there's other names.
Let's.
I like number 3 quite a bit, but also number 2, we've been talking about for a couple rounds. He's still around.
Yeah.
Both those guys are interesting.
Wait, something's going. Why is my? I'm getting. Oh, because I searched for a player. When you do that, oh, he's on the. No, I just added the guy. He's on our team. Okay.
Yeah, I know that's the hard part. I would be interested too, but yeah, that's the hard part with that one.
Yeah, but sometimes you just have to. You just have to bite the bullet sometimes. Number 4 is interesting. I think we can pull number 1. Number 1 was for much later.
Yeah, we'll just pull him on the ground, put him like down in the queue somewhere.
Yeah, just I'm going to add this guy because I just saw that the ETI guys. I saw their draft and I was just shocked that they picked him and just basically.
I'm a late round.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna click out. But they just basically drafted all Saints, which was weird.
I saw Brandon Aubrey get added to our queue. Kicker.
Yeah,
that's what I thought we were talking about.
That's who they took in the 12th round.
ETR was loving Brandon Aubrey.
That is insane.
That does not sound on brand to them.
It wasn't on brand, and Silva was like, "Let's just do it. Let's just do it." He gets 65-yard, and they took him in the 12th round. And they just said, "We just became what we make fun of we make fun of people that do this." And they just said, he He
Well, nowadays
outdid
there's like 5 guys that can kick 60, 70-yard field goals. Cam Little,
exactly.
Harrison Butker just did it
Harrison
the other day.
Butker. Yeah. Would have been good from like 78, they said.
Oh my God,
Man.
that kick was
Bigsby
insane.
goes. That's
Right
what
now
I
I'm
really
leaning
was
number
hoping
1
for.
because I just like, again,
Yeah.
PPR, all that situation.
Yeah, I think that that's an easy one for us, and then we can, as Zane said, go to the more piss boys after that because there's more
Yeah.
there, and we're right at, like, if you go, you can see that the only one else who's there. Well, we do have number 2 is kind of like the other 2 backs we have.
I'd be pretty
Obviously,
firmly 1.
Yeah,
um,
yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I'm all in on that one.
yeah,
We've been talking about 1 since round 10.
Maybe
I
2
think,
rounds
yeah.
again.
Yeah.
So, and that's why I said we need to wait on him because you mentioned him, and I was like, don't say it.
Yeah.
So let's do it.
Yeah. Come on down, Tajay.
Nice.
I love this team, man. I don't know. This is my
Yeah,
first
this
FFPC
is.
team, but I'm thinking this team is pretty
Look,
damn
there
good.
goes Aubrey.
Oh my God.
I would have sworn he was going to go to Team 7, man.
Yeah, Barry Sanderson was going to take Brandon Aubrey. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, no, just watch Silva Leone and um, uh, they drafted him in the 12th round, and they were so psyched about it.
That's
And they were
crazy.
just, and then they made fun of themselves, and then they drafted Keaton Mitchell in the 10th round. They didn't realize they had Omari and Hampton, so they loved Hampton way
Oh
more
my
than
God.
Henry, and they drafted Mitchell, and they're like,
Oh my
Leone's like,
gosh.
dude, we have Hampton. They're like, oh shit. So they literally then they just went with Juwan Johnson, ETN, and just the Saints because they took who's hurt, Tyson as well. So they just had all
Yeah.
Saints. It was a weird draft. I just couldn't believe that they took Aubrey at 12 and then made fun of themselves. See, there's Purdy. So what do we
Yeah.
say? We could have gotten him at 12. Right?
They
But
got
you know
Purdy and
what?
Pierce. We got Hurts and Spears. I would take Hurts and Spears all day
Right.
over Pearson and Purdy.
So we made the right choice there. But
There's
you can
so
see,
many good quarterbacks right now. This is insane. Like, I mean,
Mahomes
well,
in the 12.
that's what I was saying. From You can see from the 4 spot, if you do go Puka, you can do a 0 RB. It's just that second. It's really hard to find that second running back and a
yeah.
tight end because
I just added
Kincaid.
a very late round QB to our queue that I think could be viable for us.
That could be interesting given our team. I like that.
Oh yeah, absolutely, and he goes late. Braylon. So those. They picked. They went with Mahomes. They probably wanted Purdy. I think they
Do they
got
have a stack
sniped
there?
there.
They don't.
Oh, maybe
have a
they're
stack.
probably going to take Cyrus Allen here.
Speaking of Cyrus Allen, I put someone in the queue. That's number 1.
Number 1. Yeah.
Yeah. I think we're kind of getting to the range where he's maybe interesting.
Someone did make a good point that Kittle and Schultz do have the same bye week.
Yeah, so I've thought of
That's
that.
fine.
I in my last draft, I took Kittle and I took Juwan Johnson. They also have the same bye week, week 8.
No,
I'm not
but at this point, yeah, you just can't worry about 1 week at that point.
Yeah.
because that's we have like 7 waiver like
Yeah,
14 waiver bids away from getting to that point. So I don't like worry about all that.
no, and plus someone always shows up. there's someone that can fill in. They went Jacoby Lane. That's a good pick.
That's the guy I had at the one spot in our
Yeah.
queue. That was BBG. He's
we
been
talked
all
about,
over Lane.
We talked about a guy earlier when we were picking at round 4 that we passed on because of potential injury concerns, and so I added like the guy that would probably benefit from that to the queue.
Passed on.
Yeah.
In round
Are you
4.
talking about? Are you talking about number 1?
No, number 2.
Oh, isn't he also injured himself though?
I think he's back.
Yeah,
Is he back?
was a little he was a little banged up. He was a little banged up, but that's
I'd be 3 over 2, I think.
well, the thing
Is 3
is
crazy?
No, because 3 actually, if something happens to our beloved,
The strip club.
everyone
sorry.
wants to. No, everyone wants to say that Black and Jordan James are the backups, but I think he would actually see a lot of.
Okay, so this guy took a defense, which is always fun.
That's always fun.
People
Oh my
not
God.
understand that like kicker and defense are 2 things that you can find like very easily. I know that there's like a strategy behind like you're saving waiver budgets, right? And stuff like that. But I've always found it that I can like draft a really strong kicker and defense in the last round, like literally the last pick, and then we'll see what ends up happening and maybe I rotate through it. But I'm usually like finger on the pulse, like which defenses are going to be pretty solid based on schedule and other things like that. Same with kickers.
No, yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, you and I both are in the same agreement
all right.
there.
So we got
that
sniped
sucks.
there. All right, because he was on the top of the queue, so he just went for.
That sucks.
What about number 3? As someone we can just wait and just stash. I just moved him up to 1. Do you have any interest in
Are there IR
Charbonnet there?
spots?
No, there's no IR spots.
No. Or do you
I
want to play?
I'm like bigger into like.
What about
I feel like
Boston?
Yeah.
I mean, if you wanted to take a swing at receiver, there's also Cyrus Allen.
We could grab Cyrus Allen. That's not bad. Boston, I mean, I'd go Charbonnet or Boston. Those would be my 2, I think.
All right, 4 seconds.
I'm gonna
Take
I'm
Charbonnet.
gonna just take him. I'm just gonna just
I think that's
take
fine.
him because, as we said, the Kyler Murray, all those guys we're talking about, I think one of them will come back to us.
Got it.
So what I was saying about Debo is, and then there goes Kenyon Black, is that, and this guy Rainmaker, is that if something happened to CMC, I say Debo would get 10 carries a game.
You think he's the true handcuff over Kalen Black?
But I just think
James?
that's why there's no really handcuffs are so hard. You think he's the handcuff, and it just doesn't work that way because the team goes into panic mode. They sign someone, a Hunt or something like that. So I know people love to, like Braylon Allen is a true handcuff. Like there's just no doubt about it that if something happens to Brees, that Allen is just going to get the lion's share. There's only a couple true, and we should be adding a couple of those guys.
Oh, I agree. I think there's interesting names that are later that we should definitely be adding to the queue.
I mean, like
that are like
the 2 guys who are obviously, I just added 7 and 8, and someone who's interesting also is that I just added the last guy at 10.
I got to refresh.
There's a lot of interest. I mean, that whole group of guys is interesting.
Right.
Outside, I mean, 7, not I guess now 6, not so much for me, but
Right.
7,
Right.
8, 9.
Yeah. But again, though, well, now just as there we go.
Yeah,
I mean,
So
that's a clear handcuff that I think
it's a great
people like
pick.
underrate. It's like, okay, like if something happens to Bijan, this is very clear. We know who's going to take on most of
right,
that work.
right, and that's my point of a handcuff is people are drafting Black and Jordan James, and you just have no idea what's going to happen there in San Francisco. Whereas uh, the one I guess whoever played for Atlanta this week as the RB3 had a good game. Not that he's draftable, but I'm just saying him and Robinson. But again, identifying clear handcuffs is tough. Now, number 2 looks like he could come back to us, and I think
I'm just putting since I'm like deep in the weeds on all the news stuff, I'm adding like all the
yeah,
latest
yeah. This is
handcuffs that I
where
think are available.
this is where I think we do need. Is there anyone? Oh, I see. Okay, so number 2, me has returned to practice, but head coach says he will be eased into action. Okay.
I mean, he's got
Number
2
2.
weeks
Yeah.
to be fine.
Yeah. Yeah.
So about him, like you know, I know how some people think about that team in general. I still think it's somewhat ambiguous who is going to be the best pass catching option, like in some way, because I do think that this guy, and I'll say that I would like to throw my hat in the ring that I think that this guy could be better than the guy we
The
were
one.
considering earlier. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Whoa, 3 quarterbacks off the board. See, there goes Stafford in the 14th round.
And I'd also want to add on that situation, like that's a team that I think is in a bounce back offense, potential bounce back offense too.
I just feel like he's more interesting in best ball though, like given his role. Like he seems like more of a spike week guy. Like how are you going to know when to start him? Is my question.
Oh, you'll
So
never know. It just at this point we just need
that's kind of
bodies
the
at that position.
that's kind of the issue is that you're in the spot that we're in, and we like there's just not you're not going to find the perfect like answer right now.
Yeah. I think 4 is like probably the biggest, like, oh, there he goes. I was thinking Cyrus Allen would be an interesting, like, upside swing.
Yeah.
2 rounds after Jacoby Lane, a round and a half after
Other
Jacoby
guys
Lane.
that I like that I'm going to add to like the bottom of the queue now that I think are kind of like you're not going to be able to put them in your lineup.
We're 1 away, so we have 1, 2.
What about 8? How do you guys feel about number 8?
Much later.
This feels
we can go
much later. Okay.
Away. Yeah, he goes literally.
That feels insane.
It's. I'm just saying he goes 17, 18, 19. He's like a last pick. Just because I know my ADP on here.
Yeah.
I think we have to get a wide receiver here.
We
only have 4.
I'm going to pound the table for 2 because I think that he has a chance to potentially be their number 1 on this team.
Let's do that.
Yeah, I'm with it.
Like a very so.
Plus, if that turf toe is that turf toe scares the shit out of me.
And so that's the thing. Like
one injury that just scares the piss out of me. It's that turf toe.
At this point in the draft, you're sitting here feeling like I don't know there's nobody available right now that you're like, hey, this is going to be the number 1 receiver on a good team. So we're sitting here just saying like could this guy do it? Is there a guy that can somehow be in that situation? And if Emeka Egbuka is actually injured, that takes Jalen McMillan from being the deep threat role to be more like focal point of the offense type of role. Obviously, Godwin's still there too, but that's kind of like
But
the reason why
again,
I like
yeah,
that.
and another injury-prone guy.
Another,
Godwin.
yeah, exactly.
It's true.
So, I mean, there's a lot of, I mean, it's like handcuffing wide receivers at this point. But yeah, he's nice, and again, we're seeing quarterbacks go. We really don't have to take a second quarterback with the guy we have. I mean, he's
Yeah, and
just he's gonna, you just start him every week. We can really wait.
I actually think that's
Again,
probably the right strategy for us because we can potentially take advantage of the free look and just like try to stack up some dudes that are at, like later in the draft that are on these free look teams to help us for week 1 at least.
yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
there's one. I mean, there's one quarterback that never gets drafted. Well, he's starting to get drafted, which to me, I'm going to just put him at the bottom of the queue. Um, just to say that he's absolutely
wow.
free, and meanwhile, everyone else on his team gets drafted by round 8. So I just don't understand how he literally carried me to a high stakes 2K last year on how good he played. But
Yeah.
everyone just hates him. They just literally, I mean, he literally isn't drafted. Danny Dimes doesn't get drafted.
Take a look at the purple position, and like I added one guy that I think is actually not terrible at that position to our queue as number 2, and he's
Yeah,
supposed to go around this time.
I like him.
You like him over the top available one as like an upside swing?
Well, the guy who's number 1 helps us, and now there's
I
so
think he's
many.
talking about tight end.
I am.
Like
Yeah.
if you went to the tight end
Oh,
position and saw who the number 1 guy is there.
let me take a look.
I know the
Yeah, no,
the
because
news has been bad, but
there's too many bodies there. He's just not going to be on the field. I need him on. I need someone who's going to be on the field at least 70% of the time.
Yeah, and that's
I
what
would just say I feel like he could do more being on the field 50% of the time than number 2 in the queue could do being on the field 100% of the time.
Oh no, I completely disagree. I
Really?
think that
No,
I
it's
think that
especially
the
he has one play that goes
Right,
along with our
right.
quarterback. I mean, but it, he played well last year. The number 3 guy also is interesting, who I'm just going to add there.
Yeah.
But I do like number 2 more than I like number 14.
I'll just say like the options get super bleak too. And so like you kind of have to like this would probably be our last one.
It's gonna
Yeah.
be. It's gonna be because there's
Do you
easily
like him more than the guy I just threw in the queue just straight up? Like I almost like the guy I just threw in the queue at tight end straight up more than number 2.
No, he's gonna play so much more than like the thing with and we'll be on the clock in a second. The guy with number 2, the thing with number 2 is that he's gonna be on the field all the time, and also he underrated. Oh,
Oh, well, we don't. This,
Oh, thank God. Yes. I did not want to have to take that player. Let's go. All right, now what? I'm back. I'm excited.
I'm back to, do we take a handcuff here, or we do 13, or we could do 14? I personally think 13 is a little bit more exciting for me.
I agree. I think 13 is more exciting.
I agree with that as well. Yeah, definitely more exciting. I also hold up. What about number 11? Are we done piss and yellow for now?
No,
I'm
but
open to it. I'm open to.
I think we can get him on. We can get him coming back.
Okay.
Because I think everyone's going to sweep up, because this guy at 12 has only one tight end. I know it's McBride, but he's got to be thinking, and this guy only has Laporta. So that just ends that. And now we can just do handcuffs and some flyers at wide receivers.
Okay.
I was trying to look at who took defenses and kickers, and then no surprise, Team 7 has taken a defense.
No kicker yet. I think
no
this
kicker,
could be.
But this is definitely kicker territory for him.
Kaime Fairbairn, maybe next round.
Oh man,
he really has helped us.
And he has helped our draft so much.
And there you see Freemuth going. So that pick was right.
Yeah, I like that.
We needed a tight end. I think that was the right time to take one, because you really get into a little bit of a black hole.
It just grows. And plus, I'm hearing good things about him. On top of which, the team is gonna maybe not be that good, and that's where you just dump off to the tight end. Oh, there goes Ray Davis, who now that's. I mean, obviously we could have used him, but I don't like really handcuffing my own guys.
Yeah,
and there's your Gadsden, but that's a true handcuff. I mean, Ty Johnson's banged up, but here's the problem with Gadsden. Njoku is, he's a specimen. Then you got Kohler.
Gadsden's done more in the receiving game than Charlie Kohler's done in his 4-year career.
No,
Gadsden did more in his rookie season.
I hear you, but the problem is just you need guys who are going to be on the field, and for some reason they just soured on him. He had that because we had him on the ship chasing team last year, and he carried us for like 3 weeks, and then he just disappeared.
Yeah. Well, the entire offense disappeared. I don't know if it was as much a Gadsden thing in general as it was like the Chargers' passing offense was abysmal down the stretch last year. Like Ladd was invisible.
They needed a guy to stay into block, so they didn't he wasn't running as many routes.
That's exactly right, because he's just not a blocker.
No,
and that's why they got Kohler, and that's why they want to run. And that's why, Keaton Mitchell is going so high. Now here,
I just added another potential handcuff because I was thinking about our team, and I was like, is it smart for us to potentially have ownership of the potential situation?
That's what I do. The same thing with this is why I do this guy as well. This is in the same situation, so just refresh.
Okay.
And since we have again that's the same situation, so it's nice to have that 2 and 3. You know what I'm saying? That's nice. The thing about number 2 is supposedly the 1 and 2 are hurt.
Right.
Oh yeah,
I've heard that as well.
I think the top guy there on that team is supposed to be fine soon.
Okay.
Based on what I was reading, like it was like a minor kind of thing, but obviously sometimes minor turns into a big thing. We never know.
Yeah,
and then everyone.
So we're getting close. What do you guys sniffing here. From a need perspective, does
I
number
still think
one does number one even excite you? Because right now we have three positions left. I mean, we have three players left before we have to. So we
I
only
mean,
have.
this is obviously time to take kicker and defense.
Hey, don't say that before 7 goes, man. We might get sniped.
Yeah, I know, right?
This would be pretty. I know we were talking about ADP. Like, I'm just looking at this queue, and like number 3 to me is by far the most like exciting. And maybe that's someone we get later. Like, I don't know how you guys feel about that, but just in terms of like pure,
Well, if something,
league winning upside,
if something did happen to our number 7 pick,
exactly.
it's kind of like his handcuff.
We're almost handcuffing our wide receivers like we did with Jalen McMillan in the 14th.
Right. I mean, that's something to think about.
We didn't take
I still
back
think
Puka. We almost did, but we didn't.
I still think
You're right.
I still think we could get him in the 17th, though.
Okay. Yeah, that's the ADP a lot better than I do. I'm just out of the queue here. Like, he's the one that sticks out to me as like, this guy goes earlier everywhere else,
Yeah, not here, unless Jacob would take him. All right, so this guy, he's taking some nice handcuffs. See, McGowan and Davis is nice. Thicker the kicker goes. So
We got news that number 6 is like the number 2 for a team recently.
Number 6.
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, we're talking about a top offense. Like, if something happened, it seems like that's the guy.
I have no problem there, especially because I hate that other handcuff that everyone loves. It's just.
Do we like?
Go ahead.
Do we like him more though than like 10 and 11? Like getting the 2 and the 3?
Yeah, I do like 11 a lot.
I do too, and I like 2 a lot. I honestly think we can't really go wrong here. I feel like
I like 2 a lot too.
Maybe 2 with like the injuries already happening, and we aren't even to the season. Like,
yeah, I think it's worth a swing there.
Never know.
And
Never know if that's like bigger than what it sounds like already.
Right.
Because we could be draft like if we did this draft tomorrow, and then there was big news that dropped. Like,
yeah, he's going in what, like round 7? If like JCM's really hurt, like I don't know, 8.
And especially this is where you really want to take handcuffs rather than these very fringy wide receivers, because as much as you love 2, it's almost like
we're going to be dropping most of these receivers.
They don't have any plans for him to be on that side of the ball. Well, I gave it away.
That's okay.
Let's see if Team Sanderson takes him. Let's look at Team Sanderson, by the way. Well, Team Sanderson would be upset if we took. Well, he wouldn't be upset, but
there goes Wicks.
Number nine would. Oh, there goes Wicks. All right. He would have been Cade Otten. So, that's only his.
Is that their tight end 2 behind Loveland?
Yeah, that's not good.
Wow.
They really were zagging and zigging when they just. I mean, I hear you on Loveland. It's just tough to take him at 2. It's hard, and then you got Cade Otten.
So that's one team I have some inside sources on, and pretty much everybody that's associated with that team has told me that the offense was going to be designed around Luther Burden, basically playing an Amon-Ra St. Brown-esque type of role. And obviously he got hurt, so we didn't get to see it happen in like a preseason game or whatever. But he's supposed to be fine. Like he's supposed to be back in basically a week or a week and a half. So, um,
No, from a talent standpoint, I mean, there's no one better. It's just, I hope he.
Oh, you muted yourself, Crack. Yeah, Zane, I saw what you did with the like you did the comparison to the route tree that Amon-Ra had under Ben Johnson and the route tree that Luther Burden had in his limited snaps last year. And like they were like statistically similar, weren't they?
yeah, they basically ran the same routes.
Yeah,
Obviously on a smaller sample, but yeah, that's one of the things. It's just like, and then you have to think about how many passing yards you're going to actually get out of Caleb. He would have to get to like 4,300, which I don't think is going to happen. This team is like just really likes to run. That's what Ben Johnson likes to do. I know he didn't do that as much with Goff. It did run a lot, but at the same time, like Goff is a more accurate passer, so they kind of leaned into what his skill set was more like.
yeah,
And then he didn't get any rushing yards. Caleb gets like 500 rushing yards. So you got to take that away too. Um, and that's what makes Colston Loveland a bit more challenging is you have to pick one of the two because one of those two is going to lead the team in receiving yards or sorry, targets. And
yeah,
you just don't know which one it's going to be. And if Luther Burden is a really good receiver, it's probably not going to be Loveland. And then if Luther Burden isn't a good receiver, it's going to be Loveland. So you have to like pick and choose your spots there.
for sure. Yeah, Crack, you're still muted, man. Yeah,
What are you guys thinking,
There we
you know
go.
what I'm
There we
thinking.
go. There we go. Sorry.
The crack is back.
Like this is looking at this queue, it's just who has higher upside than Travis Hunter. I'm going to say the name because who knows who's. I don't think anyone's watching on this side of the board.
I did tell you he was going to come back. So
You did.
So we can take him here now because we can get any of these other guys in the next round.
Okay.
Yeah. And that will be the next one will be our last position player. Then we're going to have to take a kicker and a defense.
Oh, right. So we only have one pick. So I knew, just so you know, Alex, the best ball and this, it's so different. It's just, as you can see, in best ball, sure, yeah, I want Hunter because if he turns around and goes on the offense, that's just, it's a home run. But I haven't seen any inclination that they want to turn him over to the offense. So that's why here it's he's fell, he falls literally sometimes into the 19th round.
Yeah. I guess that makes sense, but it's like, don't you think the counter argument to that would be almost in best ball, like it's a worse pick because you're stuck with him throughout the year. And if he's like, if he's locked in on defense, he's a zero on your team. Like for us, if he looks like he's going to be all then defense, we just drop him.
So we can cut him. Right.
Yeah.
Right. I love that. I feel similarly about the redraft versus best ball, but also like I kind of agree. Like he technically is Brian Thomas Jr.'s backup. And like, would we be surprised if BTJ got injured and Travis Hunter was like roughly as good as him?
No, not at all. Dude, he was the second overall pick. He was the second overall pick. We're getting him in the 17th round going into his sophomore year. Like that's crazy. It's insane.
No, so that's like a steal. So when whoever was
we just bought like the Jaguars potential wide receiver 1 with 2 picks.
And pretty cheap, no less.
Yeah.
Well, that's the point. That's why we're going to grade out if someone, when the analyzer or whatever grades our draft, we're going to pretty much win this draft. Just because we haven't had a real big decision to make.
We've
You know
had
what I
some
mean?
we've had some gifts fall into our lap for
That's
sure.
what I mean. Like we've been running to the podium on a couple picks,
Yeah.
and the Kittle pick was right. I said I mean, I said Henry was going to make it to us. It was going to be him. We didn't know it was going to be Hampton because Jacobs went. Because Jacobs is a wrong pick, right?
Right.
So right there, if you get the 6, you're going to get Henry or Hampton. That's the way it
Yeah.
goes. That's the cutoff right there. I mean, sometimes Henry does get pushed all the way out to 2-1 because people don't like him. I think that's crazy. He is the king. And there goes Najee. And now we have one player left.
Is Najee the RB2?
Yes.
That's
There
good
you go.
value on the RB2 then, man.
Yeah.
There you have it.
But the thing is, whoever they're going to keep, I mean, whether they cut Singletary or they keep all 4, Tracy's probably going to get gobbled up. But Tracy, he's such a good receiver. I remember him. I'm a Purdue fan, so I remember him when he played at Purdue. And he's a great wide receiver. He's just not someone you give the ball to on the goal line. You give the ball to Najee on the goal line, and that's what scares me about Scatterboo now that they signed him, which you see in drafts as Scatterboo falling.
Yeah.
So it's really it just screwed everyone's whole Giant situation. But it was all predicated on that, on that missed block. I mean, that just
That's
goes to show
crazy,
you
man.
but that's how it works, man, because when you possibly give up your quarterback, that's just, that literally, the owner then gets on the phone, he calls the coach and says, what the fuck? How can he miss that block? This cannot happen. I
Dude.
want you to go to the waiver wire and find me another running back who's not going to miss that. And I mean, you know how impatient these guys are. I mean, we just saw an owner go to get a hand job in Ohio.
Trailer park in Ohio.
I mean, what is going on? I mean, you are a billionaire. Are you fucking
Actually
kidding
insane,
me?
man.
These guys are they're nutcases, man. You have no idea how crazy these owners are.
Wait a second. Have you spent any time with these guys? Are we sure you weren't at the trailer park?
Yeah, wait a second.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. I know where that Dunkin' Donuts is, where Kraft went to. It's right down the street from me.
Really?
There was a there was a Dunkin' Donuts I used to get coffee with. There's a Chinese massage parlor right there next to it.
And that was Kraft's spot?
joking.
That was his go-to?
That's where he got busted.
That's
I kid
actually
you
insane,
not.
man.
I can't make that shit up. I mean, that goes back to old ship chasing drafts when I told that story. People are like, okay, so what handcuff would you like here?
I mean, I
Would
think
you
we
like
go with
three?
our,
Three?
yeah,
Three
either
or
one. I mean,
4?
if we did the 4, it goes back to that strategy of like, well, now you got, 2 shots
Yeah,
at just owning
I
this.
don't,
Yeah.
I don't,
situation.
I don't think number 3 is going to be drafted.
Yeah, I don't either. But like,
Where,
is there
so that's why.
where in a couple? Well, also, let me just say that number 3, there's other teams that are, or sorry, other players that are now becoming available, like via free agency that could be linked to that same team.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'd
I'd be surprised if they go into 2026 with 3 as like the true backup. So I'd be 4 for me.
I think it's 4. I agree. I think
let's
it's
do that.
4.
Yep. Sean Tucker,
Nice.
come on down.
Yeah, and that basically takes away, and that just, if anything happens to Bucky, I mean, it's like a windfall. It's like hitting 777 on the slot machine.
Yeah, we have to
That was
hit up our
nice. That
friends.
was
We have to hit up Barry Sanderson and tell them that we have pretty much everybody else in their backfield in case Bucky Irving turns to shit.
Can you trade in FFPC?
No,
No.
no.
Oh, okay.
Unfortunately, no. It would be too collusive. But I mean, if Chuba Hubbard comes back and Brooks is like sharing time with them, and Rashid White gets clipped by Allen, and Mike Washington just gets, you know, just they got a lot of money on Washington. I mean, then they had to grab Rodriguez just to. That's a tough team.
Dude, I mean,
Who
you want to talk
knows?
about a tough team? Can we look at Team
Oh,
Seven's team, man?
oh,
This
they took
guy's got
Mendoza,
4
four
quarterbacks,
I need to
one
see
tight.
that.
Okay, Bowers Craft, dude.
He timed out on the Mendoza pick. So
Oh
okay, let me
man,
just say this: like, I will give my FFPC strategy away, but if I take a quarterback like Hurts, or above the Hurts line, basically, so like if I got Jaden Daniels, Hurts, Drake
yeah.
May, Joe Burrow, Lamar, like I'm not drafting more than one quarterback because I want as many shots at handcuff running backs as possible.
That
We did a good job with that too.
nothing could be more true of what you just said, because it's those handcuffs. Look, we're going to get those injuries just like we saw to Genti, and when they happen, these drafts are so deep that the handcuffs really aren't available on the waiver wire. That's
No,
why I'm
we
saying
saw it
if
though. Was it
Ray
like
Davis is gone, McGowan is gone, Najee's on, Vidal is gone, Holohan,
crack like
Claiborne, Emmett Johnson.
Yeah.
5 years ago, I think, and I don't know if you were doing FPC drafts. I'm sure you were, but I think CMC got injured, and week 1 waivers runs, and it's Elijah Mitchell for $800 out of
Yeah,
a
it was a
$1,000
nine.
budget.
Yeah, it was a nine. Yeah,
Yeah,
someone bid 999. Exactly.
like that's the kind of stuff that happens here. So yeah,
That's
there's just not
insane.
guys available, and if they are
Well,
available, you're spending all of your fab to get them.
literally all. Yeah, you'll see someone just dump their every drop of it into their fab just because. Again, it's so deep. Oh, he took Njoku. He knew he had.
You guys
Oh,
have
and
kicker
here's
preferences. I like Chase McLaughlin. They have an easy schedule to start the season. They're supposed to score a lot of points at the beginning of the
I
season.
really I
I
just
got no
usually just pick
preference.
the best team and hopefully
Fair.
who scores the most points, and they're all the same at this point. So
Are there any
Zayn, you
defenses though that stand out
okay?
here over a kicker? I mean, it looks like I was thinking Chargers. They're gone. Baltimore's gone. They start with the Browns, I think. Anyone that has a good like first couple weeks matchups?
Yeah, anyone who plays Cleveland the first week.
Oh
I
man,
just
I think that's the
I
Bengals.
would think Buffalo is just because they have the Jets in Miami.
it's
The
also a
AFC.
common DFS strategy to go with your like running back and defense from the same team, like because that correlates really
Okay.
well together.
So let's take Buffalo.
I dig that. I dig that.
Let's do it.
Yeah, that's clean.
Plus, I think they're the best team.
How
They're
does
just
Yeah,
gonna.
defense scoring work here? Is it pretty standard? Like you start with 10
It's
and you go
it's
down
actually a
from
little
there?
bit weird. I
yeah.
think
It's all about sacks and ints. The best thing
yeah,
is the pick six.
Right.
That's how you really. It's really luck. But if you do get a shutout, yeah, you get like a touchdown for that, or like 6 points. You get a point for a sack. You get a point from interception.
Okay.
It's pretty standard. But the way you really is if you shut someone out and have two pick sixes, you can have a 25 spot.
Yeah.
Or
Okay.
if you have like 7 sacks, a shutout, and a pick six, that's a 20 spot.
So there's just no, it's not like this typical redraft where you start with 10 and like go down as you let up points and get it
Well,
back with
yeah,
like,
you start with 10 because that's a shutout. Like So
Okay, so it
anytime,
is like points based too.
yeah, it is points based. I don't know what
Okay.
the threshold is, but
They
you do
changed it
get.
last year. I think it like went up a little bit, but yeah, it's you don't really get very many points from not allowing points. You basically just need
Okay.
sacks and interceptions.
Yeah,
And
it's sacks, interceptions, and it's also includes, uh, punt returns for touchdowns and kickoff returns for touchdowns. So if you get a kickoff return for touchdown, that's a touchdown for your defense.
yeah,
So
exactly.
so it's really kind of hard to shake those out. Now look at this. Oh, Darren Waller as his last pick.
All
Wow.
right.
And
I
What
did
a
that
team,
in
man.
Thomas.
mine too. Only because like the thing with Darren Waller is that, and I just needed a tight end, by the way, when I did this, but last
I like
year
him.
he actually got me through a couple of weeks because I had
Yeah, me
injuries to
too.
Tucker Kraft and George Kittle, and I had Darren Waller
He
because
was
I
good
picked him
on
up a week
Miami.
before, and yeah, he scored 20 points. Like in this format, dude.
The,
Yeah,
he is a stud because all he does is they just use him around the goal line. It's like throw it to Waller, throw it to Waller. I mean, he's such a huge target that he's worth that last pick. That was his best pick right there.
Last pick, best pick, baby. Let's go.
he was doing the draft oppositely. He was like, I'm gonna do better at the end, and I'm gonna do terrible at the beginning.
He
But
sandwiched Bowers and Waller, the two best picks with just a
did
bunch of
did you
insane
see
points.
how I picked that up from the start when I saw that Jacobs pick?
Oh,
That
you
I
called it.
knew.
Yeah.
I'm like, there is nothing better than having a full donkey next to you. It just, I'm telling you, there's always one donkey, and if you could pick out who it is, and then he's next to you, it's great.
So good.
And Barry Sanderson obviously jumped in here, and I'm just trying to think. Oh, they wanted Swift, and they had to go
They
with
got sniped a
Buffy.
couple times, I feel like,
Yeah, I think
on
they
running back.
did. I
ETN, I
think
feel like they might have grabbed it at the 4 or
yes,
in the late 4th.
absolutely. They wanted ETN and Swift would have been
Travion.
sweet.
Travion in the 6th was like one that I feel like they might have clicked.
Yeah,
Like they
and
probably
still
saw the value in T because T that's like maybe half a round later than T
Yeah.
usually goes. So they were like, oh, we'll just do that. Which I don't know. Like I
no,
may
but
have just said,
they had Chase. ETN was they should have taken. First of all, just taking Chase over Bijan is just
That's crazy.
yeah, it's bad shit. It's really tough at the beginning of drafts. If you don't take a running back in those first 2 picks, you're
I
just
mean,
screwed at running back, basically.
I've done a lot of drafts. I've not seen that ever in one of my drafts. I mean, it's just Gibbs Robinson clicks off like in 2 seconds in every
Yeah.
single one of my draft.
But yeah,
And by the
taking
way,
T with Jamar Chase and then obviously not even getting Burrow. But like, and they couldn't
oh
get Burrow
right,
because they would have been so screwed.
I didn't even realize that it took. Oh, so that's
Chase
the
and
like.
T, no Burrow.
Well, here's one thing that I've learned over the years. Like, you can't take a tight end early and then also take a quarterback early. You're just really screwing yourself out of like these other skill positions.
Well,
Like,
that's what
you're
I'm
not
Looking
saying.
at Team 12 did McBride, Josh. How did their team turn out?
terrible. I don't even have to look at it. We're
Yeah, yeah.
Cortland
it's-
Sutton, wide receiver 3. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
you're going to be
it's-
starting Cortland
Roma
Sutton in the
Dunze, wide
flex
receiver
next-
2.
No,
Yeah,
that's why you can't take Josh Allen in these. There's just no. As I'm saying, how much is Josh Allen possibly outscore Hurts by? 200 points. That's just not going
200
to
total?
happen.
No way. Yeah.
Well,
no.
that's what I'm saying. It's
like maybe
it's
1 to
just-
2 a game, 2 points a game, 3 points a game, maybe in worst case.
You guys have a lean on this kicker situation here.
I'm trusting you for the kicker situation. I don't track these guys.
I would go Santos, Chicago as the best team. Jake Bates in Detroit. I
The
We
mean,
got
problem with
Lutz,
that's
those, so
Mile
this is the
High.
one thing that I'm gonna throw out there is
fourth
that
down, fourth
those teams
down.
go for it. Yeah, those teams
Yeah.
go for it a lot. So you're not gonna get as
What
many
about
field
what
goals.
about the New England kicker?
Yeah,
That's
I think that's fine. We can do that.
okay.
New England or Chicago? I know New England kicker has missed a couple kicks, but screw it. I mean, they're
We could
very
drop them and put them
conservative.
back up.
Yeah.
Yeah, all good.
Yeah, that's
Cool.
fine.
All right,
What
we
a
won last week.
team.
Pretty
I think
certain.
our team looks so insanely good. Do you want to recap it for us, Zane, from the top?
Yeah, I could do it.
Take us from the top.
Yeah, I'm going
Let's
to take
see
you
your-
top down. Let's go.
Let's go.
Pick six. Obviously, you see Brock Bowers on the board, you see JSN on the board, and we just say, you know what? We can't risk not getting a running back.
Well,
So we take
Alex,
James.
take our pictures off so everyone can see the board.
Oh yeah. Let's see.
We'll just put them to the side. I'm not a StreamYard. There we go.
Yeah. So Brock Bowers and JSN are kind of like on the board, guys that typically go above where we're picking. And we say, hey, screw that. We're taking James Cook because it's so risky in this draft to not take a running back because you get pretty boxed out sometimes. And if we had passed on James Cook, sure, maybe we end up with Derrick Henry still or Marion Hampton. But we obviously don't know for a fact that we're going to end up with those guys. And then in round 3, you're kind of screwed because after that, there's not really running backs left. So we take James Cook. We come back around. Derrick Henry's there for us. We have to decide between him and Omarion Hampton. And we just lean into the less ambiguous situation where we just know Derrick Henry is scoring the touchdowns. We know that he's on the field in clear rushing situations. And yeah, we just think he's a pretty solid pick.
He's the king.
He's the king.
Yep.
Should have worn a crown on this. After that, we come back around. We have to make a tough decision, which I didn't think that was that tough, but between Devonta Smith and Zay Flowers and Rashee Rice. And I could see the argument for people taking Rashee Rice because whenever he has played, he's scored a ton of points, close to 20 points in this format. But there's so much ambiguity with his leg, and he just hasn't sounded like he looks good. And then there's the Mahomes stuff where he's coming off of injury and the Kenneth Walker stuff that could eat into some of the Rashee Rice type of work. We just said, screw that. We're taking wide receiver 1 in Devonta Smith, who we're just certain is going to be plug and play. Come back around and we get sniped on some of the receivers that we wanted. I think we were kind of looking at this Waddle, Garrett Wilson, Lad McConkey type of range. And then, we just said, screw that. We're taking the very safe and sound Teteroa McMillan over Emeka Egbuka because Emeka Egbuka has his potential injury scare that we're just not going to play around with at this point in the draft. Coming back around, a guy takes Harold Fannin, so that creates a little bit of a tight end run from our perspective, where we're not willing to risk not getting one of the what we consider elite tight ends. So we take George Kittle, probably a round early, but we got a gift in the next round because Widow's
Pick of the draft.
is
We were going to take Washington. Yeah, we're going to take Watson there.
We talked about
and
Watson
we flipped it.
in the 5th round.
Yeah, so we basically could have flipped these two picks between George Kittle and Christian Watson. We got lucky that this guy decided, hey, I'm going to take Chris Godwin. He wanted the 2022 Super Bowl Tampa Bay Bucs stack or whatever with Mike Evans and Chris Godwin.
All right.
We ended up with Christian Watson, which was an absolute gift because there's a huge drop off. You're looking at Marvin Harrison, Carnell Tate, Michael Wilson, other dudes that I'm just not usually clicking that go after him. And then even the running backs drop off a ton too. You're looking at Travion Henderson, Jonathan Brooks. We were looking at Ramondre and Christian Watson. We ended up getting Christian Watson. So that's awesome. Then coming back, we had a little bit of debate on Brian Thomas versus Rico Dowdle, but we said, you know what? It's tough to potentially find the wide receiver 1 on this Jacksonville strong offense, and we just took our shot, and then we handcuffed him later with Travis Hunter too. Coming back around, we had some decisions on Kenny Gainwell versus Jordan Mason, and this is a PPR format, so we said that we're just going to take our chances on this PPR situation, and we actually handcuffed that whole backfield the Tampa Bay backfield. In case Bucky gets injured, we have Kenny Gainwell and Sean Tucker. And what's funny about that to me is like there's a situation where Bucky gets hurt, and let's just say like we have some injuries too. I could see us playing both of those guys
Both,
sometimes
yes.
Yeah, for
in the
sure.
same week. So that's kind of sweet and interesting too. We came back around and we took Devonta Smith earlier, so we said, hey, we want to take our stack and sign us up for our stack with Jalen Hurts, which is a contest like a contest like this where you get into the sprint at the end of the season. A lot of times you want that stack because it helps you double up those points when you're trying to separate from other people that have like one of those components in the sprint. So getting that stack was pretty key for us. It also enabled us to only draft one quarterback, which I think is big too, because now we have an extra shot at a handcuff running back like Sean Tucker, Katron Allen. We probably wouldn't have ended up with one of these guys on our team. Coming back around, we took our shot on Keaton Mitchell, thinking, you know what, this is a guy that seems like he's going to be doing like pass catching work for the Chargers, one of the most efficient running backs in NFL history so far. And you never know. Like Mike McDaniel's posted wanted signs of this guy. If things break right for him, like this is in like in the best situation for him, he's Devon Achane. Like that
Right.
Yeah.
is the best situation for him.
Notorious best yards per carry in the NFL.
I
You
have
know,
to shout
Keaton
out
Mitchell.
I have to shout out Ben Gretsch because he had the side angle view of Keaton Mitchell. You know, he had that sideline view. I want the sideline view, which never existed, but he says exists. But Keaton Mitchell was a steal, and plus that forced Team Sanderson to take Mike Washington. But yeah, continue.
Anything we can do here to force Barry Sanderson to, sweat is exactly what we wanted to do.
I'll see him on Thursday.
Coming back around, we got Dalton Schultz. I thought that was a steal. We wanted to end up with like Juwan Johnson. He went earlier, but I thought Dalton Schultz is a steal. I think he's their second pass catcher in their offense behind Nico Collins. He's going to be on the field a ton. Last year, he's like, this is kind of a cheat code. Like when you find a tight end that is on the field all the time, like it just doesn't come off the field. It's hard to find that. And this is what we got.
Tight end
Schultz
8
on the field
in expected fantasy points per game last year. Tight end 8. So he's just the role is so good for Schultz,
and
especially
when he was that high. Wow.
Yeah. The role is insane. Like he's like mid-range tight end 1. Exactly.
Then we got the potential starting running back for the Titans in round 12. The guy. So again, in a PPR league, we think that Pollard and Tajay Spears are going to be sharing in some capacity, and I think Spears is more of like the pass catcher, and then Pollard is more of like the goal line. The question mark there is like, how many goal line opportunities is this Tennessee offense going to have? They're probably going to be in shootouts, they're probably going to be down and need to pass the ball. They have a shitty offensive line, and they're going to need to check it down to Tajay Spears quite a bit. We could be using him a decent amount when we have injuries or buys or whatever. So I'm pumped about that. We took a shot on Zach Charbonnet later. The reports out of camp for Zach Charbonnet are pretty interesting. That he could be available early in the season. That it may not have been a full ACL. I don't know what they want to call it. Like that it was an ACL repair instead of like full reconstruction.
A full tear,
right?
yeah.
Yeah. So
partial
that
tear
would be interesting too, because we've seen them put him in as like a goal line and pass catching back, and that's like the two highest value things in fantasy, especially in this format. So
Zain, are you seeing that he might not even land on PUP to start the year?
It's possible. I'm going to doubt that. Like, I still think that he'll probably land on it, but if he doesn't, my God, what a pick for us. Like,
yeah.
And in the 13th round, like, yeah, that's just money if he doesn't land on the PUP. Jalen McMillan was an interesting one. We were kind of light on receiving depth because we only took 4 earlier. And so we decided that if there was something wrong with Emeka Egbuka, we already made that decision that there is something wrong when we decided to take Tetairoa McMillan over him. And then we leaned into it and said, if there's something wrong with him, we might as well have Jalen McMillan on our team. So I think you can paint that story pretty well because McMillan would probably slot into the role that Emeka Egbuka's in as the Z in that offense if he's out, which would be awesome for us. We needed more tight end help, so we got 2 week 8 buys with Kittle and Dalton Schultz. So Gunnar Helm is just a guy that, like, hey, if things break right for him where he gets all the playing time, very possible that he's doing a lot of stuff out there for this Titans team. I didn't even think about the fact that we took Tajay and Gunnar Helm, so go Titans this year, even though they looked
Yeah, no, and they're going to be a bad team, and that favors a tight end.
Yeah. The next pick we had Washington running back is a little bit smushy right now with Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt with an undisclosed injury. So we said, you know what? Like, if something big broke tomorrow, and we're talking 16th round here, so this is like you're just taking swings at anything. If something big broke tomorrow for that team and Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt happened to be out, we now have a pick that would end up being something in maybe like round 8 or 9 that we took it at 16, and that's just incredible value. Also, there's always the chance that Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt gets injured before then. Before the beginning of the season, there's also a chance that he gets injured early in the season. So
White's banged up too. White has a hammy.
Yeah.
Dude, the news on JCM's not been good over the past like week or two. Like even all throughout camp, it feels like he's always just off to the side, like doing individual stuff. So I'm liking the potential for Katron early in the season potentially.
Yeah, there's definitely a chance for him. And then we took our handcuff. So we got Brian Thomas earlier, and we said, you know what? If he gets hurt, we have a guy that might actually be better than him if he ends up being on the field. And took Travis Hunter, cornerback, wide receiver, whatever you want to call him. If he scores a defensive touchdown, I don't think it counts, but that would be super cool if he did that. And we had him.
Someone in the chat said it does count. A pick
six. It does count. It does count. It does count. Yeah.
And then we locked up the Tampa Bay backfield with Sean Tucker. We don't really care about defense and kicker that much, but it is cool that we have James Cook and then the defense, common DFS strategy to take your running back and defense because they correlate really well. When your team crushes, your running back crushes, your defense crushes as well. And then good old Andy B for the kicker at the end.
Wow, we really thought out all these picks. I mean, just good work. Nice. I mean, meeting you guys for the first time. I mean, your brains are just sucking it all in. And man, I see why Pete picked you guys. You're smart. You just absorb the stuff because Alex, you said this is your first FFPC draft, right?
That's right. Yeah, first one ever. I honestly don't think it could have gone better. I really like this team.
I mean, it really, when I saw that Jacobs pick is when everything just, my eyes just lit up because I knew I was just waiting for Hampton to go. And then we had to decide on the Hampton versus Derrick Henry. And then the fact that we got Keaton Mitchell later really kind of makes me feel even better because we wouldn't have picked Keaton Mitchell if we took Hampton, unless we were the ETR guys last night and didn't realize he was on the team.
Yeah, then we would have had to take an Aubrey in the 12th if we wanted to do that. Though.
Right. Those guys, Leviton's going to kill me on that, but they did do. I watched the draft last night. They were just so funny when they took Audrey. He did go right after when we took Spears, but
yeah,
I got to say Pete did a great job in. And shout out to my fantasy life. Great job adding these guys. To the king, Mr. Barry. You got 2 real young studs here that can lead your way. And Pete, your quant guy, is fabulous. Alex, you deserve that. If anyone wants some good entertainment, watch the So You Think You Can Tout on the YouTube channel for Pete. It really was incredible. It was as good as anything I've ever seen. Pete is a genius. he let me join the ship chasing crew to have fun with him, and the guy just drips sarcasm. He's so funny, and he just gets funnier and funnier and funnier. And those shirts just keep getting shorter and shorter.
Oh, yeah.
I'm
The V's
hoping
are
on
getting deeper.
Thursday.
The V is
Yeah,
so deep.
I'm just hoping on Thursday he just goes topless. That's what I'm
We're
hoping
getting there.
for. Yeah, he's getting there. It's just going to be just a tiny string, and
Yeah.
we're going to
Speaking of
see.
Thursday, Crack, what do you tell the people what you got going on Thursday where they can find it?
Thursday is going to be on ship is our annual ship chasing with draft that I like to get lit up for. So I'm going to get lit up. I notice these guys don't drink anymore on the drafts at all, which I find shocking. I notice Jacob
You can get
does.
Jacob to join you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Jacob does get the scotch and
Maybe
suck on
Pat.
his vape a little bit. But yeah, no, but Pat, they got kids now, so it's hard for them to get wasted when they know it's going to be feeding time a little bit after that. But that's how long I've been with them. But they're great. Ship chasing is great, and you guys are part of the family now. And I got to just again shout out to Pete for doing just a great job, and that whole crew at Ship Chasing, Jacob, Gretch,
Yep.
who's not there, and Davis, who is just the funniest guy ever,
I
who has
love watching
literally,
Davis. Like, he makes me
there's
laugh all the
no
time.
doubt he has moved Terrence Ferguson up the draft single handedly.
I mean, you're not seeing
Terrence
ninth round Terrence
Ferguson,
Ferguson
ninth
without
round.
Davis's influence. Yeah. It's
Yeah,
unbelievable.
it really is. Because it's true. He is that big an influencer. I don't know what's going on with that flock league stuff, those pictures and stuff, but
Those pictures are crazy.
those are crazy. I love PPR. Tyler was great, and
Yep.
BBG when I did the draft with them. Those guys are great. They're crazy. I love them. I saw you guys down in Austin. You had a blast down there. Looks so much fun. So
Yeah,
again,
man.
and Zane, the stuff you're doing, just pumping up. I don't know how you do it, but just keep up the great work. I
Do I
mean, I
look
saw
like I
your
get sleep? Do I look like I'm in a cave? Those are
no,
the two
yeah,
things that
and then to do this draft,
it's me
you
and
know,
then maybe this is not PC, but it's me and then Osama bin Laden's on the other side of this.
You're in the
So
cave.
I mean, what is? I don't know what's
Underground
going on.
bunker.
I don't know how you do it, but keep doing what you're doing because the minute something breaks, that's who I go to. And Alex, keep cranking those quants for Pete, and have a great time with Mr. Barry and crew over at
Appreciate
M.
you, Crack.
And again, congratulations on joining that and winning. That was so hard. I mean, I really was. I was pulling for you hard there. So
Thank you, brother.
again,
I
all
appreciate it.
those guys did great, and PPR was great, and uh, I forget who came in third.
Tony
Tony
Squares.
Squares. Tony
Yeah.
Squares. I wish
It
you
was a
all the
good
best too.
appreciate you, man. It was a good run. So, Crack, you got ship chasing, FFPC main event. What time on Thursday?
It's early at 7 p.m.
7
So
p.m. Eastern?
7
Okay.
p.m. Eastern, ship chasing. That'll always be fun. And
All right.
then just shout out to you guys. Thanks for joining me. And give, again, let's win a milli. And
Let's win a milli,
as I
baby.
said, Monte Carlo will be on our destination.
Hell yeah.
And
Let's do it.
let's just get it. Let's just win at least so we can run it back next year again.
Yes,
Let's do
sir.
it.
All right, Zane, what else before we sign off? Let the people know what you got coming up.
Brother, everything.
You and me
I've got
both.
more articles coming out on Fantasy Life, obviously, and then obviously I'm keeping you guys up to date on the news. You guys can follow me at Denani Zain. Like CrakRok said, he looks at my stuff before he looks at Schefter. Some people are calling me Fantasy
There you go.
Schefter. I don't know. So I think that's interesting.
Yeah.
Many are saying. Many are saying.
Some people are saying, and maybe it's me that's saying that. I don't know.
And you guys are a great combo. Yeah.
Yeah, and we've got our own Friday show, Cups. Me and you, we're doing our Fantasy Football is Life Friday show.
I'm going to add
so
that.
You're going to see a lot of our faces together. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, everybody. Hey, thank you so much. We have not 1,800. We have 1,180 people across all platforms watching us right now. So shout out everyone that stuck around the whole time. Make sure you go follow CrakRok, go follow Donati Zain, go follow CUPPS Analytics on Twitter, The Cut Up on YouTube, CUPPS Analytics on YouTube. It's been a pleasure, boys. Let's win this one. Let's get a milli. We'll see you guys.
I feel good about it. Yep. See ya.
Amen,
Peace
baby.
out.
See you guys in the next video.